Next, Blake Edwards takes this month's director's chair, and odds are you'll be laughing when Ted Danson and Howie Mandel get themselves into a fine mess. Next.
You don't want to miss this.
That's right, because in August, Cinemax gives you more movies and more choice.
We have it all.
Including vampires.
Be one of us.
Vampires on the loose. Vampires in the family.
Even though you're a vampire, you're still my brother.
Vampires out for blood.
You did me!
Kiefer Sutherland, undead in The Lost Boys. Then, murder at the highest levels of government. It means betrayal.
It's a cover-up.
Cold War espionage.
Are you aware of the Phantom submarine?
Political blackmail.
It's out of control.
And for one man, it means the ultimate sacrifice.
They mean to kill me.
Gene Hackman, Kevin Costner, No Way Out. Next.
Here's to the last of the nerds.
How wrong can you be? The nerds are back.
We're winners.
And they're fighting for their rights. Revenge of the Nerds 2. Nerds in Paradise. On Cinemania.
My name is...
Something fishy is going on between Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah in Splash.
That girl is a mermaid.
And Cinemaniacs get more star treatment from the likes of Michael J. Fox, Bill Murray, Joanne Woodward, Sally Field, and Burt Reynolds. Classic Collection brings you America's most aggravating personality.
Who are you?
And the best babysitter ever.
It's like children intensely.
Robert Young, Maureen O'Hara, and Clifton Webb as Mr. Belvedere in Sitting Pretty. Plus 2 of Marlon Brando's most powerful performances in Viva Zapata and A Streetcar Named Desire.
Every man's a king, and I'm the king around here.
Thrillers. In August, you're going to be on the edge of your seat.
Get me out of here!
Because Cinemax guarantees that thrillers will stalk your screen. But if that makes you feel a little claustrophobic, hitch up and head out to the wide-open spaces of Western Roundup with Gregory Peck.
Make your choice.
Later in August, don't miss Crazy About the Movies, Gregory Peck, His Own Man. And there's more adventure and drama starring Gregory Peck in 5 of his finest movies.
Something did happen to me in the war. Something I've never told you about.
Meanwhile, on the 1st, double your quota of nerdiness with a Nerds double feature. There's No Way Out for Kevin Costner on the 2nd. And on August 5th, The Lost Boys are on the loose. August on Cinemax. More movies and more choice. You'd have to be a nerd to miss it.
I'm not that kind of weenie.
Country music. Real country music.
Someday I won't come running when you call.
You feel its every ache. Know it's every smile.
I lost her, you lost him, until hearts just won't love again.
This is country music, the way it was born to be heard. Cinemax Sessions, country music, a new tradition.
Just need a little shot of that rhythm, baby, mix up with these country blues.
Starring Roseanne Cash, Rodney Crowell, Merle Haggard, John Hyatt, Waylon Jennings, the Jordanaires, the Judds, K.D. Lang, Bill Monroe, Newgrass Revival, and Carl Perkins. An historic event, an American celebration. Cinemax Sessions, country music, a new tradition. Saturday.
Do you remember those ladies who gave us rock and roll? Back when rock was greasy kid stuff and lovers' laments, and that beautiful noise pounded in our young ears and made our feet twitch to its incessant beat. Well, they're a little older now, but so are we. And this month, Cinemax Sessions unites them in a historic event, the legendary Ladies.
Brandon Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
We're each going to do our separate solo numbers, and then we're going to join each other. Some of us are going to do, which will be fun, back up on some of the other songs, and then we're going to do some unison things on a couple of songs. All of us are going to sing together.
It's just so incredible. It's like having chills going up and down my spine yesterday at rehearsals, because it's like I'm in awe just to be a part of the 60s and a part of the legendary Ladies. I'm just very happy.
So far, Cinemax Sessions have spread the gospel, trumpeted jazz, and praise soul with some of the most famous artists and music participating. Other critically acclaimed shows have saluted legends like Carl Perkins and Fats Domino. This time, it's Ladies' Night at the famed Latin Quarter nightclub in the Big Apple.
There's nothing you can do can make me untrue to my God. My God.
Well, Mary Wells is here, Frida Payne is here, Leslie Gore is here. Oh, Ronnie Spector's here.
Belinda Carlisle. Shirley Austin from the Shirelles. Brenda Lee.
Martha Reeves.
Oh, yeah, it's Grace Slick.
Oh, I know I'm forgetting somebody.
You know, we're talking heavy-duty, legendary ladies of rock and roll, you know?
Our hosts are two contemporary legends, former go-go Belinda Carlisle and the incomparable Grace Slick of Starship. And from the E Street Band, special guest Clarence Clemens is our bluesy sax symbol.
Yeah. Everybody here is a working artist, and getting all those artists together at the same time is a tremendous logistics problem, and getting everyone we did is just an incredible situation.
People that would never have the opportunity to be together, you know, where would I get a chance to meet all these legendary women in one place, you know? And thanks, Cinemax.
Soldier Boy. Martha gets. Everybody but Frida and Belinda can leave the stage.
Generally, you can get a jam session of musicians all together, but I think this is one of the first times singers have done that.
You don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way.
One burning question begs an answer. With so many rock divas in one show and so many egos, how did everybody get along?
It's one great big party. We're having a good time on stage. We feel loose. Nobody's uptight. Everybody's having fun.
Martha. All right.
We're always all over the place because of the nature of the business. So it's hard to have any kind of a relationship, let alone even meet some of these people.
He knew what he was doing when he caught my eye.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Each lady contributes both a trademark style and a hefty array of top 10 hits to the ensemble.
Met him on a Monday and my heart stood still.
Each one of those songs is a song that you've grown up with. It just takes you back to those times when you were footloose and fancy free.
Everybody gave generously of their time and considerable talent, and they succeeded marvelously.
And have Ronnie, the original three, Grace and Belinda, sing "Yeah, When He Walked Me Home," right?
Yeah, when he walked
Me Home, and everybody.
What a magnificent night. So uncork the past, shake loose the dust, and remember when the 45 was king, or was it queen, as Cinemax Sessions presents the legendary ladies this month.
It's very nice to be called a legendary lady, and I'm very proud to be here.
Attention, please!
And now, a word from the police.
What is the most frustrating thing about police work?
Not being able to carry hand grenades, sir.
Yes, that Police Academy crew is back with a new idea.
Citizens on patrol.
This program will promote understanding between the community and the police and make the community more active in crime prevention.
That's right. It's a chance for ordinary citizens
Do we get to pack heat?
to use their heads and put their bodies on the line to take care of crime and, most importantly,
let's party!
So, for high-flying adventure on land, air, and sea, for the tough times, the hot times, and the fun times.
I'll be the judge of that.
Check out Police Academy 4.
Citizens on patrol.
Citizens on patrol.
Damn, that was fun.
Hail, Glorious!
Hail yourself.
Have you perhaps heard of the many muscle men on Cinemax this month?
Why, no, I have not.
Then pay close attention.
My father said you put strength ahead of everything, but I know you want us to use our forces only to serve our intelligence.
There is that classic child of the gods.
And who is that?
Hercules. What a life.
Next, that massive man of steel's back.
But where is the steel?
Can you not see that he's Hercules unchained?
It must be exciting. What will come to you on the road you're traveling?
Then see hair fall and temples topple.
Who can it be now?
Samson and Delilah. Yeah! And call out the Praetorian Guard. The 7 magnificent gladiators approach.
They are truly hulking.
Yes, they are incredible.
For all our sakes, I hope so.
The Muscle Men, this month on Cinemax.
But what is Cinemax?
Well, it must be Latin for something.
They come from smiling country roads and mean urban streets, chasing a dream.
You could be good. You could be very good.
And if they have enough of the right stuff,
in my book, we're going to be winners.
Cinemax salutes the Olympian spirit in a showcase of films about winners.
I promise to teach karate.
To be the best takes discipline.
You promise none.
And a good coach.
Who's the toughest man in Fort Worth, Texas?
It also takes talent and raw courage.
How do you feel? That's my first game.
On the boards, only team effort forges a championship season.
You really think I have a chance?
And for the driven few willing to sacrifice,
yes,
the streets are paved with gold. Cinemax and Winners. Next month, the perfect combination of more movies and more choice.
The magnitude of the scandal.
You know I work for Bryce?
Then that makes 2 of us.
The Secretary of Defense and a Soviet agent sharing the favors of a murdered whore?
These people have already tried to kill one person who knew.
For Kevin Costner, Gene Hackman, and Sean Young, there is no way out. Premieres Tuesday, August 2nd on Cinemax.
A bashful barrister, a sexy con artist, a homicidal jewel thief, an animal activist, and a fish called Wanda are the cast of a comedy by John Cleese. The name of the film, A Fish Called Wanda. By all accounts, it's a strange film and an adventure in filmmaking. Now, John, I understand A Fish Called Wanda really came from you.
That's right, yes. Well, it was my mother's idea originally, but I stole it from her, and she's dead now, so there's absolutely no copyright problem.
What is A Fish Called Wanda about?
It's about this brilliant American girl who has 4 men in love with her, but she gets the $20 million because they're all so dumb.
Well, it's about this rather dashing and, dare I say, sexy English lawyer who finishes up with the money and Jamie Lee Curtis.
It's about this neo-Buddhist ex-CIA operative and the intense intellectual obsession with himself as a 20th century psychosexual phenomenon.
It's about this good-looking animal rights activist with a slight stammer who's trying to
It's about $7.3 million, with MGM picking up the worldwide video rights on a cross-collateralization for the merchandising tie-in.
Why did you bring it to an American producer?
Yes, well, everyone knows what a bunch of sharks those Hollywood people are, so basically, I hired my own shark.
Now, when I read Cleese's first draft, I told him I thought it was a little tacky, crass, and obvious, and that I really believed in it and wanted to make it.
You've been described as the leading Shakespearean actor of your generation. What attracted you to A Fish Called Wanda?
Well, my agent told me that this prominent English group had offered me this part in a project, and I assumed, of course, that it was the Royal Shakespeare Company or the National Theatre. And then it turns out to be this Monty Pie Plate or Mickey Pylon or Marnie Teflon or whatever, and it was a mistake.
Why did you approach Jamie Lee Curtis for the role of Wanda?
Simply because I really wanted to meet her before I died.
I actually had a lot of other offers at the time. Lady Macbeth, Glass Menagerie, Three Sisters, St. Joan, But Wanda was the only part that I got to keep my clothes on.
Why did you go for Michael Palin for the role of Kevin?
Well, Michael Palin is a very good friend of mine, but he doesn't work that much because, as you know, he has this very bad stutter. So I created the role of Ken Pyle, especially for him.
I really love the part. I just wish his name hadn't been Ken.
Did you have any difficulties writing for an American audience?
No. I especially studied American slang because I wanted to write a really weigh-in, on-the-wall comedy with jokes that would, come right out of the field, so that the movable picture would bust the blocks and not finish up in an art house where it could get arrested. I mean, we need that like we need a head in the hole.
I made sure the script was acceptable for the American market by putting in more car chases, making it very obvious whether the characters were good or bad. And we removed all words with more than 3 syllables.
Well, actually, I had to rewrite my entire part. It's typical. I had to take out all of these I says and jolly goods, and gosh, aren't these tea cakes frightfully spiffy? And put in some really good, strong 4-letter words so that the movie could get an R rating so the kids would want to see it.
I had to totally rewrite my part because clearly the writer had no grasp on the character he had created, typically.
I rewrote most of my part, particularly to take out certain letters like the P's and
How was it working on Wanda together?
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. We had so much fun.
About as much fun as you can have in England without chemical assistance.
Michael Palin kept us all in fits with his anecdotes.
I told them about the time I tried to
Pity he never finished one.
We really enjoyed working on the scenes together. It was like one big family.
The Manson family.
The atmosphere was unbelievable. It was almost like a religious experience.
Like the kind you have just before you die.
Will you stop interrupting? I didn't say anything. I wasn't talking to you.
Go fry a kipper, you English twit.
This is just what it was like.
That's not true.
Love scenes with him.
Lousy bitch. You'll never work in England again.
That's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
Anyway, I think Fish Called Wanda is going to be a big big hit, because it's got lots of sex and violence and fish. Lots and lots of fish, more fish than in any recent movie, including Jaws. That's by number, obviously, not by weight. So, don't miss A Fish Called Wanda, definitely 2 thumbs sideways. Thank you.
We're all very excited about it.
Next, Blake Edwards takes this month's director's chair, and odds are you'll be laughing when Ted Danson and Howie Mandel get themselves into a fine mess. Next.
God knows where this will lead.
Bingo!
Howard Hessman, E.G. Marshall, and Deborah Foreman in My Chauffeur.
All right!
Robin Williams has had it.
I got a nice little snot hanging from my nose. That's it. It's my last fire. I'm hanging up my hose.
He's off to create paradise and take Twiggy along for the ride. Club Paradise opens, the guests arrive, and they all want to score.
Those hairy guys have been looking at us.
We haven't scored by Thursday. Those 2 scrags are going to start looking pretty good. Looking for little female companions. You got the pearls. We got the swine.
I need a little space for a while.
But there's trouble in paradise.
All members of the National Defense Reserve Army Guard to report immediately for active duty.
Gather all your possessions and meet me on the beach in 5 minutes. No need to panic. It's just in case there's a civil war today.
Club Paradise.
Let's not have fun with guns in the sun.
There's something strange going on in the store at night.
When I think you're real, you vanish. What is with you?
You're the only one who can see me like this.
You were one sick
puppy.
You still don't believe I'm real, do you? But you can call me Emmy.
Is Jonathan Switcher making things up?
You're the first thing that I've created that made me feel like an artist.
Or is Emmy playing games with him?
You made this body so that I could come to life.
It seems that their little secret is going to cause quite a stir.
Your magic. We want to